Fight Talk 24/7. We're here with Callum. Callum, congratulations on that win yesterday, and happy birthday from Fight Talk, man.
Nice one, thank you.
Talk us through it, because what were the emotions like yesterday?
It wasn't like necessarily like pressure. It was just more like doubt in my own head, and then like, see, I had a fight against that Franklin Ferreira that were like over a year ago. That were a no contest. Since then, I ain't had a win. Like, I've had 2 back-to-back losses. I was just like doubting myself and like thinking crazy like stuff. Have I still got it? And you know, just like silly thoughts like that. But I wasn't like really preparing properly the way I should have been as a professional for like the big shows and like against guys that are living and breathing it. Like, all my life I've always lived and breathed the sport and trained and put everything in. But for some reason, them last 2 fights there, it was like I slacked off a bit. Whereas like now I've got my momentum back and I'm back on it. I already knew what I needed to do. It's just like I need to give that extra mile, and that's what I've been doing. I think like as I've grown up, there's obviously like there's no money in the sport. Like yesterday, I didn't get paid for that. So like you want to earn money. You want to be able to like. I've got a little, and I want to be able to put like food on the table for him and stuff like that. Whereas like I've got to sacrifice everything to be able to do this now. So.
Yeah, it's a difficult part in the sport, that
finding the right balance with it.
Finding the right balance, and when you're going up and obviously building up to that, the big money and the big paychecks, you have to struggle and go through it. But yesterday, obviously, you had the travelling fans, you had your family. There was a lot of pressure, and I could see that off camera in the back when you were warming up and stuff. So when you got the win in the first round, what was it like, the emotions? Because
I just like. I know I can beat anyone. I know like I'm up there, so I wasn't surprised, and I just thought like I'm glad I'm back. Like I was just buzzing, and like even since I've been little, and like I've always wanted to be like that's the win there for him. Do you know what I mean? And I finally got to be able to do it yesterday, so I'm buzzing with that.
And yesterday there was a bit of commotion. At one point they said they're going to cancel your fight. How do you prepare in that moment? Because you do your medical, you do your weigh-in. You get to the venue, you're warming up, and you know, then that incident happened. I'm not going to touch on it, but the incident happened, and they said they're going to cancel the whole show. And then about half an hour later, they said, "So what were going through your mind then?"
My honest opinion, like on that, it was literally like people just they're supporting their own, aren't they? And it's just like probably drink and stuff like that just changes it, doesn't it, in the arena and stuff, but. For me, it was like, I wanted the fight so much. Like I've trained literally 12 weeks non-stop, not broke no routine, and I've waited all that time for that one night, you know, like thing, and I was ready for it. And then when I got there that day, I could have just easily like been like, I don't want to do this. Like like that could have been a good excuse, you know, like for the fight to be off, and it'd have been a little bit of a relief. But I'm glad like I overcome that, because I warmed up, I was dead warm, ready to go out, and then all of a sudden I was just like, there were like a good 40-minute pause, weren't they? And I was cold, but I just like thought, do you know what, just go for it, just like, no excuse, just go in and give it your best. And it's just, it's same battles that you've got to overcome. There's always going to be little bumps in the road, isn't there? And you've just got to you've got to deal with them, and that's like what makes you a better fighter as well, all stuff like that.
Of course it does. Like we've always spoke off camera about how big you are in the community, you know, Strike Kings, what it's doing for our community, and it's just proof. You've won your fight yesterday. You could have just said, you know what, I'm having time off, I'm going to go chill with my family, and you're here the next morning, like, with kids, got the kids class on now. So yeah, first of all, obviously I want to thank you for doing that in our community, and putting it out there that Strike Kings is in Bradford, and if you are watching, get to Strike Kings and get with the winning team, I say.
No, nice one. I think like you seen it yesterday. Like I've got a lot of support as well. Like that, there were a lot of lads there, weren't there, as well, like from Bradford, and even like the kids that were there, like they're coming and supporting me. So me being here the next day has like put a session on for them, teach them something, and give back to them as well. Because like I say, even like the way it is now and the cost of living, it's expensive to get. Even to go to a fight show there, it's 50 quid a ticket. People are buying it for themselves, and then the kids, it's a lot of money, and like it means a lot to support, you know, like people coming and supporting me. Like I think I passed that show like a couple of grand there, you know, ticket sales. So it means a lot for people being able to come out of the way, and like especially like so close to Christmas for people, or even just like the cost of living, spending their hard-earned money coming to support me, and it means a lot.
Obviously you got your win yesterday. you're back on the winning way. Your nerves and all that nervous energy. No, I won't call it nervous energy. That bad energy that you have as a human. You know, I got a loss, and what am I going to do? What am I going to do in my career? That's over with now. You've proved that you can do that. You got in the ring. You did the action. You got it over and done with. What's next for the next year? What's the plans for the? Obviously, you got a few weeks for Christmas, and then.
I don't feel like. As soon as I stood up, like I just went. I didn't know if he were asleep, so I like checked on him. Yeah. He was alright, and then I just like got up and I seen Brian Lacey, the commentator from Octagon. Obviously, he works with them, and I straight went over to him and I said, "Look, I'm back," and let them know that I'm coming for him as well. Yeah. Like, I didn't feel like there were any need to celebrate there. Like, I know I'm levels above a lot of people, and not being big-headed, but I was just like, I know I can go and beat these like world level guys. Yeah. I know I'm up there with them, so straight back in gym. I'll be back training tomorrow with my team at Aspire, and then I'm wanting to get out in 8 weeks, so there'll be no Christmas for me. Like I won't be like celebrating that. I'm just gonna literally go straight. I'll just go straight through. Like obviously I'll have a nice little day with little one, but I'll still be training and like all the way throughout it. I never drink, I don't party and stuff like that, so it's just literally training for me now.
If anybody in Octagon is watching, he wants to get on Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle card. Yeah, I'll do the Birmingham as well. Yeah, I want to stay busy.
Yeah.
Rack up some good wins next year.
It's time.
Yeah,
You've got
I
a
feel
UK
like
card.
That was literally a fight's a fight, and like when I were on them on that show over there, it was like, I don't know, I was like just bigging it up and making it a bigger thing than what it actually is. You know, like the crowd and that, like you're just in a cage with another guy. No matter how many people are there, like the atmosphere there is crazy, but the atmosphere last night in that like in just a small bar was crazy. Yeah. Do you know, like it's the exact same thing. Yeah. It's just a platform for you to perform on. That's all it is.
Cool. Is there any shout outs, any call outs, anything that you want to give? Or?
Yeah, just a big shout out to like my coaches, Phil, Dean, and Joe Tonks. Like I've been getting a lot of work in with them. They've been putting a lot of time into me for the past like 12 weeks. Same with my strength conditioning coach, Michael. Obviously my teammates like Tom, Jabir, Jamal, all the lads there, the lads at Aspire. Like just. They always go out the way for me. All my teammates here, they're like lads I coach as well. Like they're on the mat, they're getting good. They're making me better now. So we're getting like good rounds in. We're building something special down here now, and I'd say we're only a year into like at doing it, and we're doing well. Like we've seen it at Kingdom the other week. Young lads like Shard coming through. Yeah. We've got young kids on the mats that are like really good as well. But it's just gonna next 5 years is gonna be something special in Bradford, I reckon. But and then shout outs. Just to like my family, because literally the time away from them, I'm spending like 2 hours going to Liverpool in the morning, 2 hours coming back. I'm obviously training down there, multiple sessions a day. I'm missing out on time with my family. Like, there's a lot of sacrifice into it, so it's one of them. But one day it's going to pay off, and I'm going to make sure.
I hope so. Obviously, you're doing your bit for the community. I keep saying this community thing because I'm big on that. I'm behind you. My kids come here, you know. I know I've got friends there, kids come here. Everybody that asks me, "Oh, where's this gym?" and I'm like, "Where it is, there it is. This is the information. Get your kids down there. Get them off the streets. Get them in there." So yeah, thank you for taking time out.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for doing all the bits that you do for the community, and you sacrifice all that. You know, your family, time away from them, your kids, this, that. You do your own training. Then you come here and you teach the kids. So yeah, all the best from us.
No, thank
and
you.
Hopefully in that 5 years when you're in the UFC or when you got in the big books, don't forget about us.
No, that's it. No, even like same for you though, coming down and like you're at that show yesterday, you're not getting paid for that, you're taking your time out from your family as well, and you're just doing it for the community down here as well, aren't you? And then like you're speaking now to like good fighters like all around the UK, like you wanted to do it for the community, but you get networking with other people as well, and like younger lads that are coming through, like you're giving them opportunity to like get the name out there, like give their little story as well. So it's like without you lot, it wouldn't be like. We won't be able to promote ourselves, so it means a lot as well. Thanks for coming down.
Not a problem, mate. Cheers. Thanks
nice
for that.
Thank you.